All right, hello and welcome Team Tribe and Generation Plexus. We are so happy to have all of you join us this week. We had the awesome privilege of going to Super Saturday this past Saturday. And let me tell you a little bit about what Super Saturday is. So Plexus has very few events, and that's actually, well, I appreciate that because I know all of us are busy. But Super Saturday is something they have at the very beginning of each year, kind of to kick off the year. And it's 4 hours long. It's jam-packed with great information and great tips to help launch our business into the year. So we're going to share some tips from what we got from Super Saturday. And first off, I guess I should introduce myself. I am Mindy Fry. Excuse me. I am an independent Ruby ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and I have next to me my good friend Yolanda Musgrove. She is a gold ambassador with Plexus and one of my very dear friends. So anyways, I'm glad she's with us this evening. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about the importance of building your vision. Okay, I know a lot of you are probably thinking, okay, I already know why I'm building it. Thanks, we're good. Okay, but no, this is very important, you guys. So why do you want to build Plexus? What brought you to Plexus? And maybe you haven't even thought about why you would like to build a Plexus business. And that's okay. I just want to encourage you to do so now, to start thinking about it, really start praying about it. For me, as a Christian, I want kingdom impact to be right here in the forefront of everything I do. So for me, to help steer my vision, I kind of ask myself often, how can I use Plexus to honor God? And that pierces my heart, and I get emotional about it because I'm seeing how God is using Plexus to change people's lives everywhere. And so that's a big one for me. Maybe you're thinking, I just want to lose 10 pounds. And y'all, that is great. With consistency, that can happen. But I want to encourage you, go deeper, okay? So start watching the testimonies, reading the testimonies, watch the Diamond documentaries, and see how people's lives are truly being transformed because of Plexus. So as you're going deeper, you'll start going outward and thinking, how can Plexus help my husband? Maybe your husband or wife has high blood pressure. Maybe your neighbor has diabetes. Maybe your son or daughter has trouble focusing at school. Maybe a good friend of yours is a single mom and she goes to work, when it's dark outside, and she comes home when it's dark outside, and she just desperately wants to spend time with her family. What is your why? What is your vision? So think about this. What can just $200 extra do for your vision, for your situation, for your family? Going gold. So a gold ambassador on average makes $12,276 a year. You guys, let me explain what gold is. And hold on, I'm going to mute someone really quick. Oh, hold on. Actually, Laura Lee, can you mute yourself, girl?
How do you do it?
Okay, hold on. I'll see if I can do it real quick. Hold on. Do you see her? Oh, there you are. Okay. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, there you go. Okay, so what would $200 extra, what would gold do for your life? So an extra $1,000 a month. What could that do for your situation? What could that do for your best friend? What could that do for a family member? So what gold is, it's just finding 3 people. You're just finding 3 people, and then those 3 people are finding their 3 people. So just focus on 3, finding your 3, and then finding a few extra people, and that's gold. So, guys, this is very attainable, and it's very attainable quickly. Y'all can do this. Okay, so how about diamond income? How could that affect your life? Oh my goodness, y'all. Okay, so a diamond, the average income of a diamond is $429,000. Oh wait, $429,256,000. $259. Okay, $429,259 a year. That's what an average diamond makes. Wow, how could that change your life? What does diamond look like to you? What decisions would you make? How would that affect your family? You know, I encourage you to bring your vision to life by creating a vision board or what's called a dream board. Just go get some poster board and get some pictures of your family or friends, people that really mean the most to you, why you're doing what you do. And put pictures of them on your poster board. Cut out places you'd like to visit or live. For me, it's the mountains. Love the mountains. And print out some of your favorite, maybe Bible verses or quotes. And then I encourage you to, hold on. maybe it's for you. You want to start like a nonprofit organization, or you just want to support missions overseas. Whatever it looks like to you, how can God use you? You know, if you have a diamond income, what does that look like? And then once you create your vision board, put it in a place where you can see it every single day. So it reminds you of why you do what you do. Okay, the creator of Spanx, sorry guys, Sarah Blakely said, hold on to that snapshot, that vision, and you will subconsciously begin to make decisions that will help you get there. Okay, so it's important that you have a strong why and a strong vision of where you want to be. Okay, so now I'm going to have Jessa share with us, because you want to create a routine that supports your vision, supports your why. All right, Jessa, can you unmute yourself?
I did.
All right, awesome.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jessa. I think I know just about everybody that's on there. I'm a senior gold on Mindy's team. When we were there on Saturday, one of the big things, it's really simple, that stuck out with me is time blocking. So when you have your vision and you've created it, it's this big, huge goal. But you set your priorities that you want in your business based on what your vision is. So you're going to go through, and if your husband and your kids are your priority, then you're going to, of course, make huge chunks of time to take care of them. But if you just let your week happen, it goes by and you didn't get any of your goals done. And that's whether it's a business goal or whether you're supposed to do 15 loads of laundry on Friday. So one of the things that they're talking about is get out your planner, get a planner, get a schedule, or if you have a calendar on your phone that you use, then this is where you're going to go. I like writing it out. I know Yolanda likes her calendar and her stickers and all that kind of stuff. I need to go get me some more stickers. Set out your priorities for your week. So you're going to take, if you know that you can dedicate 5 hours a week to Plexus, then you're going to set, you're going to pick out your time block. So Monday through Friday, whatever, you're going to set out your time, and it's like a meeting. You stick with your hour. They call it the power hour. And you don't do anything else for that hour. I mean, emergency, your kid's bleeding, yes, but you stick with it, and you prioritized it. If you are on a mission and you want to make gold and you know that it's going to take more time, then what you're going to do is take the amount of the 15 hours a week, and you're going to spread it out, or you're going to give it like the 3 hours a day. However it works with your schedule and in the hours that you have it. But the whole point is that at the beginning of each week, you have blocked out the time that you're going to dedicate to your business. So you see it. It's not that I'll get to it at the end of the day when I have nothing left because I'm exhausted. It's you've made those times a priority. And you can do it for Plexus. You can do it for running your household. You can, because you know your kid's schedule, you can already apply it to where it needs to go. But anyway, it was really simple. I liked it because it helps you be really efficient, and you can time block your Facebook time. You can say, I have 15 minutes here, and do your Facebook and set a timer, because Facebook and Pinterest and Instagram can be like a black hole if you're not careful. So anyway, that was my short and sweet. Did you need anything else? Is that cool?
No, that's perfect. Thank you, Jessa.
Okay.
So yes.
You're welcome. And I'm going to disappear for a little bit. I have to go check on a weird kid.
You can check on your weird kid. Okay, her kids really aren't weird. Anyways. Okay, so time blocking, time management. It is so crucial, you guys. So Jessa had a good point. Get a planner and use it. Okay, so spending hours on Facebook does not mean you've spent hours building your business. So, since Super Saturday, I have blocked out time for personal development. So I have blocked out 30 minutes. I've put it on my planner. So from 9:30 to 10 a.m., I am reading. So that is my personal development time. Now, it's important that you do block out time for personal development because it builds your belief, your confidence. It helps prepare you to lead a team. And here's a quote that I love. Belief doesn't come from success. Success comes from belief. So we want to build your belief, your confidence. So reading is really important. Right now I'm reading You're Made for a God-Sized Dream by Holly Girth. This was recommended by Cheyenne Weeble, our diamond, which, by the way, Cheyenne went diamond in 11 months. So I listened to her. Actually, I listened to all diamonds, but 11 months.
Awesome.
$429,000, 11 months. Okay. Also, some really good books is The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. I love that book. I listen to that, the audio version of that in my car a lot. That's by John Maxwell. What to Say When You Talk to Yourself, The Magic of Thinking Big. These are all great books for personal development. Okay, and also Jessa had mentioned the Power Hour. So it's important that you write down from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., that's my Power Hour. That is when I use that time to reach out to a minimum of 5 people, some new, some follow-ups. And I answer messages, I watch training videos, I watch testimonies on YouTube, and I set a timer too. So when my timer goes off, I close my computer and I go do other things that I'm supposed to do for the day. Now, granted, I know a lot of you work full-time, so your Power Hour may look different. You may have to do a power half hour for lunchtime, and then a power half hour after the kids go to bed. Whatever you need to do, write it in your planner so it happens every day, or at least 5 days a week. So, okay, I want to hear everybody is going to do their Power Hour starting tomorrow. Okay, all right. So what does it, I mentioned that I reach out to like a minimum of 5 people. So what does that look like, right? So I'm a big fan of YouTube videos, and here's why. I don't have to know the answers to everything. 2, it avoids overwhelming a prospect with a lengthy message. And then 3, it's having like third-party validation. So I usually send a YouTube from Jennifer Pickett. She has a whole new series out, and she's a master nutritionist, okay? She has a lot of credibility. She knows what she's saying. Excuse me. So I really use her videos. Okay, so let me just tell you how I use her videos. Okay, so you're going to make your Frank's list. Hopefully all of you have made your Frank's list. Now, Frank's list is you want to write down 100 names, a minimum of 100 names. We want you to get to 100. And by the way, you're always going to be adding to your Frank's list, okay? So what Frank's stands for is friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, kids connections, like sports, schools, whatever. And then S is like service, so that could be church or different organizations. And then we're going to add another S to that, spousal connections or spouse connections. So the goal is to get to 100 people. So here's the way to start messaging your 100. All right, here's an easy way. First, go to their Facebook timeline and read what's going on in their life, okay? And then you're going to go through Messenger. So this is a private message. And here's a simple example of what I've sent out yesterday or the day before. Anyways, hold on just a minute. Okay. Hello, so-and-so. Happy New Year. Hope your 2017 is starting out well. I know y'all celebrated your anniversary recently, 11 years, very cool. I read their timeline. Okay, I'm excited to see what God has in store for your 2017. As you're setting goals, praying about this year, you know I'd love for you to consider Plexus to help you with all your health goals and financial goals. I'll never pressure you, so let me know if you feel led to hear more. I'm attaching this short video of why a skeptical, successful nutritionist with a master's degree decided to join Plexus. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And then I just put blessings. Okay. And I include the YouTube link for Jennifer Pickett's My Journey, Why I Became a Plexus Ambassador.
That's good.
So that's one sample. And then another one that I sent to this older couple who I really want to get on the products. So I said, Happy New Year. Hope your 2017 is starting out well. I loved seeing the pictures of your grandkids. So cute. Well, I'm excited to see what God has in store this year. And as you're setting goals, praying about 2017, I'd love for you to consider Plexus to help you with all your health goals. I'll never pressure you, so let me know if you feel led to hear more. I'm attaching this short 5-minute video to give you a better understanding of how Plexus addresses blood sugar, gut health, inflammation, and weight loss. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Okay, so that's like a product message. Excuse me. Okay, here's the third step. The fortune is in the follow-up, right? We hear that a lot. So if they do not reply 3 to 5 days later, I want you to message them and say, Hi, so-and-so, just checking in to see if you had watched the video yet. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks. That's it. If you still don't hear anything, a couple weeks later, go by. You're just going to check in again. Hey, hope everything's going well. Hey, I just read this testimony. I would love for you to read it and share a testimony. You can share a YouTube. You can share a diamond documentary. Anyways, you're going to keep following up, though, because until they say, I'm really not interested, you can still follow up. I got a customer that I have been trying to get her to start the products for over 2 years. Yes, wow. And she finally messaged me the other day. She said, okay, I just got some of my blood work back, and my cholesterol's high, and da-da-da-da. Wow. And so she said, I'm ready for Plexus. So that happens, and you want them to think of you, right? So that's why it's important to keep kind of messaging every once in a while.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Okay, so I want Yolanda to share some tips, because Yolanda is so good about talking to people in person. So we'll let Yolanda share some tips.
Okay. So now in person, I was always just saying whatever came to my mind based on what, what the conversation's about, which I will still do. But I got so excited I got excited about everything they talked about at the event. But when she said the elevator pitch, because I know for 2 years that I need to have an elevator pitch, and I really didn't apply myself to doing it. Right. So I was that person. So whenever they said, okay, we're going to work on that, I'm like, oh, yes, this is perfect. And it was interactive. So I want everyone to have a pen out, and I want you to copy this down. So for those of you who weren't there, this is cool because this really helped me. And I literally put my elevator pitch together in 5 minutes. Okay, so write this down. On one line, just put I am, and then put ... The next line, put who works with ... And then put who want to, that's who, W-A-N-T, and then to, and then put ... And then the last line, in order to ... Okay? Those are the 4 sentences that you want to complete based on who you are, right? And who you're wanting to attract. And I'm going to read you 2 examples. I'm going to read you the one they gave us, and then I'm going to read the one I wrote, okay? So, and you can go back and slow down the video and rewrite this if you want, but this is what they suggested just as an example. So, I am a stay-at-home mom who works with other women who want to work from home in order to put their families first and have an opportunity to earn additional income. Okay, you can say that if that works for you. Okay, this is what I wrote down using those 4 sentences that I gave you. I'm a recruiter working with women in the Austin area who want to learn how to use social media in order to supplement their income.
Good.
And so the whole point that they were saying, though, is get that thing down and get something down that's personal to you, but practice it. Look at yourself in the mirror and say it and say it and say it. When you're driving down the road, say it. When you're talking to your husband, say it. Role play with your sponsor. Role play, with one of your family members, but get it to where it just flows from your mouth and it comes out naturally. And it doesn't sound like it's rehearsed. It's like, I'm a recruiter. I'm working in the Austin area. I'm looking for people, just whatever that was I just said. So I've got to memorize this now, and I'm going to work on getting mine to where it just flows from my mouth. But that's really powerful, because when people say, what do? Do you ever get stumbled? And I know it's like, the first thing that wants to come out, like if you have a job, is I work for Dell. And I'm so tired of saying that. I'm like, do not say that anymore. Get that out of your mind. And Lonnie did this the other day, right after the event on Sunday. We went to a wedding that morning, and someone asked him, what did he do? And he told them, and he goes, but what I'm excited about, because he caught himself. He said, what I'm excited about. And then he gave an elevator speech. And I was like sitting there sweating. I'm like, I can't believe he just did this at this table with all these people. But he did. Yeah. And then he told me, get her, why don't you see if she's on Facebook? And we did it just together. So anyway, hope that helps you all. If you haven't ever put one together, take the time tonight before you go to bed, write something down, play with it a little bit, and get it to where it sounds the way you want, and then use it.
That's good. That's really good. All right. Thank you, Yolanda. Okay. So I was just looking back at my elevator speech, and I love how they set it up easy, but I kind of had one already that I kind of say, but anyways, I get to stay home with my kids and work in the nooks and crannies of my day, helping people get healthy and lose weight. Are you on Facebook? Great. We should connect. So my only goal really is to become friends with them on Facebook.
That's right.
So, because once I have them on Facebook, then they're going to see my Plexus posts. Then I can message them, right, and build a relationship with them. It's really important that I just don't automatically just start vomiting Plexus on them, that I develop a relationship. Now, if I overhear that somebody has a headache, I'm going to totally go for, talk about Plexus immediately. But if I'm just like at the park or somewhere with my kids and the kids are playing, I might say, man, I really enjoyed getting to know you. I would love to stay connected with you. Are you on Facebook? And of course, most people are on Facebook. And then I look up their name in front of them and say, is this you? Yes. Okay. And then we become friends on Facebook. So that's really your goal, is to become friends with them on Facebook. So if you're intimidated by talking to people, like I am sometimes, then just become friends with them on Facebook. And that's kind of a back way to do it. Anyways, so, all right. Okay, and also, so a couple of announcements that were made this week. Convention registration. If you have not registered yet for convention, do so today, you guys. You want to be at convention. It's May 30th, but it's really May 31st. Although, if you go diamond before convention, you want to be there on May 30th because there's like a special dinner. But if you're not diamond yet by convention, then you can come on May 31st through June 2nd. So that's really only 3 days, 2 nights. Okay, and it's $89 right now, but it will increase to $109 on February 1st. So register for convention today. And that registration, it came through an email, so just search Plexus and you'll see the Plexus convention email. Okay, and if you need help with that, just message me. Just let me know. Okay, so in January for this month, who wants that new custom Plexus Garmin Vivo Active?
I do.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys, to get this custom Plexus Garmin Vivo Active, all you have to do is sponsor 3 new ambassadors with welcome packs and get 3 new preferred customers with a minimum of 50 PV on their initial order, and just have 500 PV or more of your personal volume going through your website, and they're going to give you this awesome Garmin. Oh, I'm so excited. So I'm definitely going after that too. But I think that's, I got to mention one more thing. I just moved my camera. But Success from Home magazine. You guys, this is all about Plexus.
That's amazing.
This is a third party coming in, looking at our company and evaluating it. And it's just, this has so much credibility.
I know.
It really does. So make sure you order a bunch of these and send them to all your customers, friends, family. Anyways, get a bunch of these and just send them out. And also tag the stories that you think would most appeal to whoever you send it to. I'm sending mine to a customer tomorrow, and along with a shaker cup. That's my new customer who I'm really hoping to become an ambassador very soon. Jessa, you want to share something? Or you're just waving?
Okay, so for those of you that got your code, your free shipping code, I just bought a ton of the new catalogs and the new Success at Home magazine, and the shipping on those is atrociously expensive. So if you're going to order them and you haven't used your code yet, use it on that order, because I saved like $27 in shipping and handling charges.
Whoa.
It's pretty awesome.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Jessa. Is there anything else? Anything else? All right. You guys, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Have a great night, a great week. And by the way, Monday we're going to have an opportunity event through Zoom. So we'd love for all of you to join us and invite your family and friends. And I'll try to keep it under 30 minutes. I'll do my best. But anyways, y'all have a great weekend. Bye.